Hello and welcome to Property Investments UK. In today's video we're going to be looking at should you buy property deals that are off market or should you focus on property deals that are off plan and what the difference is between the two. So to try and separate the two potential opportunities, off-market property deals are very often going to be properties that are promoted and sold usually by one agent or it's a seller directly, so maybe it's a developer or a trader. And they haven't given that property to lots of other estate agents locally or commercial agents, so it's not going to be on Rightmove, Zoopla, a lot of the main kind of property portals. What that allows you to do is really assess that potential deal without the, impeding potential of competition. So you should be able to spend some time doing due diligence, you should be able to try and analyse whether the figures are right, and hopefully you should be able to buy it at a good price as well. You don't have that same level of competition potentially bidding the price up. Separate to that, off-plan properties may not be off-market. They might be marketed by a number of agents, they might be marketed on a number of websites, but the off-plan aspect effectively is where the site currently isn't finished yet. Maybe it's a brand new build house that's maybe 3-4 months away and the developer is selling off different parts of the estate in stages. Or potentially it could be a off-market property that's an apartment within a building that's maybe due to be completed in a year or two's time, and then it's available to buy at a good potential price today rather than what the potential purchase price might be in the future. Now you don't want to get kind of mixed up effectively and say, okay, well maybe there's a property here that's valued today at 200,000 and you can buy it for 180, but in the future it might be worth 230. I'd probably look at today's figures and see if that property deal makes sense effectively to buy today. So if property's in that area, 200,000 and you can buy it for 180 because it's off plan, then maybe that could potentially be a good deal. Once you know what the potential opportunities are, so let's say if it is a difference between off-plan or off-market deals, how do you separate the two? So first of all, I'll probably initially ignore where the opportunity is coming from, so if it is off-plan or off-market, but try and focus on the specifics of that deal. So is the property a good opportunity? Is the location right? Is the yield good for that potential property in area? Is the tenant profile the right type of tenant for you over the longer term? So by focusing on the fundamentals of the deal, you can try and compare kind of apples to apples later on down the line, and you can potentially open up to look at a whole range of opportunities rather than just being kind of focused and kind of pigeonholed into one particular option, let's say off-plan or off-market deals. Finally, when it comes to assessing that deal, the fact that it's maybe off-market or on-market or off-plan or currently being completed or recently being completed, if you focus on the fundamentals, so whether the location, the tenant profile, yield, all those things are right, and also focus on where that deal is coming from. So if you're working with a property sourcer, for example, or an investment company, and they charge a fee to purchase that potential deal, if that project still makes sense, I wouldn't worry too much on the fee aspect. We work with some sourcing companies and some third parties that introduce properties for our own portfolio and also for clients, because the property deal is very good. So the fact that there's a fee associated with it, we're okay with that as long as the rest of the figures ultimately stack up on that potential opportunity. For sure, if you're getting a property sent to you at 100,000 and there's a £3,000 fee on it, and there's comparable properties on the market for 100,000 that are same condition, same location, same tenant profile, there's nothing unique that's being offered effectively by the sourcer, then I would be concerned about the fees. But if you're getting a property passed to you that's off plan or off market, that maybe has a fee attached to it, but there's lots of benefits to that potential deal and it ticks all your boxes and criteria in the right ways, then I wouldn't kind of discount a property just because it's got a fee associated to it, or discount a property just because it's coming from one particular source. Ultimately, it should save you a lot of legwork and it should also get you a much better deal than hopefully what you would have found if you were to spend the time going out and looking at property deals yourselves day in, day out. Trying to tap into those networks of contacts and opportunities can be a great help with growing a quick property portfolio and a good long-standing property portfolio as well. So hopefully that helps to give some context to working, let's say, with off-plan and off-market property investment deals and which ones you should consider. Any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and I look forward to catching up with you in the next video. All the best, take care. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this content and you'd like to join our free online property training course, we've got a link for it on this page. And in there we cover a range of different property strategies to help you get started, either building a long-term property portfolio or creating a cash flowing property business. We also look at ways to increase your return on investment with any of the properties you're maybe considering, and we also have a couple of cheat sheets and downloadable documents in there as well. Simply click on the link to join the free training course today.